Namaste and welcome to class, and thank you so much for sitting with me with your undivided attention. And in this class we are going to talk about the impact of the Christ energy in the physical body and how we can take care of the physical body to make the transitions of rising the frequency more smooth, more conscious. First, I want to clarify some terms about Christ, because in here we are not talking about any religion or referring to any prophet or making any connotations regarding Jesus or the Christ that he attained. We are referring here Christ as a dimension, as the source of all things. And we can picture that as a vibration that is beyond the polarities. Remember, we have a study about the positive charge and the negative charge and how they interact. Well, this is kind of the expression of the one. The one, or the source, is just existence itself. It doesn't know itself by itself. It needs the polarity in order to produce certain experiences and probabilities, and then we say, oh, I am capable of doing this in this form, in this dimension, in this expression. So it's more of a pure vibration, and now in the media and so on, we are referring as Christ consciousness, which have a very high level of vibration or frequency, right? And part of the shift that we are experiencing on Earth is the influx of that energy, of that Christ frequency into the human collective, into the planetary collective, and into the Gaia itself, towards the Earth herself. So inevitable, the process of that descension have to be understood in order to see why we need to take care of our body. So if you can imagine the energy of the source, right, coming not only from above, but also from the very source of the earth herself, is also Christic, is also part of a Christic source. All of us are part of the source. We are the source. So in that descension, it touched different parts of our structure. And in that structure, mostly touch three things or three qualities that I am making reference to the Ayurveda, where these three currents are either the very sleepy one, the very one that have been victim of denial. So all parts of you that have been in denial, meaning not taking the responsibility of saying, I am creating that situation, I am creating my perception, and I put my glasses and I see pink perceptions or dark perceptions. It's all up to my choice, my glasses that I take in the moment. So in that parts, there is our pains, there is our angers, is our envies, is our jealousy, is our greed, is our sense of me, I, myself. All that, it create kind of a density. And in Ayurveda we call tamas, right? So the tamas, the deep-rooted pains that you cannot really see. The source, when it touched the tamas, is like a shaking of of light and awakening, where anything that it had been in denial is in the light. So that's why you may be experiencing a lot of transitions in your life where they're tough, where you say, oh my God, I have to reframe or see myself from a different perspective. That means you are having more of that energy impacting the tamas, impacting the darkness that you didn't see, or because you didn't have the time, because you didn't have the experience, because you were oblivious, or you just simply pretend that they were not there. So, and that is a lot of commotion, right? Because it's like opening a closet that had never been opened for a while, and all those boxes are falling into you, and each inside of the boxes is something that you forget. And this incarnation, or any other parallel incarnations that you're having parallel in this moment, in the now. So that is the first impact. So it's a kind of a shake, right? It shakes the very bones of okay, where is what I'm made of, and what is it that I am not allowing that energy of the source to be the source of our bones, of our structure, of our very conviction. So, and that is a process of purification, and that is a process of conscientization and purification of what have been clouded. And that you need a teacher, and that you need somebody that reflects the parts that you don't see it. And you also need certain surrender and not keeping your stubborn perception is, no, this is the way I think my reality is, and this is the way I am, and I'm not allowing any other point of view. Then when that happens, you are not really allowing the mug of the tamas to boil and to be purified. Then the source also touch its own attribute of movement, and in Ayurveda we call the rajas. And when it touch this guna, it's about spinning, it's about making more fire, it's making more connections. The people that were happy to live in America, they are moving to Mexico, or they are moving to other parts. It's the movement is more agile, it's more flexible, it's more undenial. You have that deep sense that I need to move not only in location, but I need to move from this old work, or I need to move from this way of conducting myself. When you don't manage that energy, it goes into denials, right? But it goes in a very specific way, in a form of agitation, in a form of anxiety, in a form of ungroundedness, in a form of like a chicken with no head. You know, it goes in here and do this and go in there, and it was a lot of actions, but actions that are not really constructive, or actions that were really necessary for your understanding of that you are the source, that you are the center. And in that impact very much the nerves, and impact the doers, the part of your body that is the active, is the male energy, is the pingala, that connection, that nadi, start to be restless, right? It have to be restless, and with that restlessness you can create a lot of violence, a lot of internal judgment, a lot of insatisfaction that you don't know where it comes from, but it's really just that the source or Christ is asking you to change your inner location, right? What is the perspective that you had at certain time? And then the third part, which is close to the vibration of the source, is called sattva. And in that guna, then you are opening the cells to become, to cooperate with the shift, to cooperate with the changes with no reaction. This is the key. No reaction, where you are seeing that everybody in the planet is in the same boat, like it or not. Even Earth is in the same boat, right? And that it really is no choice. It's no choice. At the personal level, at the collective level, at the clan level, at the ecological level, economical level, educational level, we are all shifting very quickly. So when you cooperate and say, what is my position? What I'm not reacting, in that confidence that I can take the change, then the nervous system calms down and you are able to select the proper lifestyle and the proper companies and the proper meditations and the proper infrastructure for you to become while we are crossing these times. Now, all these three gunas are kind of in the vibrational force, right? But this have to descend a little bit more, because the gunas are the divine attributes. While then it start to descend more into matter, then it touch the five elements. And it's when the five elements then acquire the quality that is in cohesiveness to where you are and in cohesiveness of what is it that you need to transmute. So taking care of the five elements is of incredible necessity for you to allow the reception in the physical body of the Christ energy. Now, how and what you can do, I usually don't give advices because I trust that each of us have within our own wisdom. However, we can use ancient wisdom to stabilize the elements and to see that each of you have a different element that is predominant and that is agitated or is asking some kind of purification, some kind of stabilization and some kind of support. So the first thing that it affects is the air element. And in the air element is the nervous system, is the ether, and the air is related to your brain, which is the one that is codifying and distributing the energy that is the pure information of what is it you need to do and in what frequency and how often, with what intensity. So the nervous system is kind of decoding this first, and it's a lot because it's decoding your own personal life, your relationships, your travelings, your work, your health, etc. And simultaneously is dealing with the Christ shift. So how to take care of the nervous system is one of the questions that you need to ask yourself. With the proper food, preferring the walnuts, the rich oils, the kind of food that produce certain stability and certain support, that are warming, that is cozy, that is something for you that you can apply in every day in your daily food. Then become the rest, the proper time of rest, so you can actually assimilate and integrate that energy, and not only in your conscious self, but also when you're sleeping, when your subconscious is trying to organize the information in a way that makes sense for you. And then there's the exercise. There is the exercise where is not the aerobics, is not the the gym kind of thing, because actually that is more of a raja, let's do it, let's make ourselves stronger and so on. But it's not in the muscles that you need to be strong. It's in the nerves, and it's in the lymphatics, and it's in your chakra system, and it's in your perception. Because in the nerves is very much also related to your mind, and it's very much related to the senses, how you decode all the information, as well personal mission, basically. So in that sense, the nervous system is one that okay, how are my nerves, and what do I do? Do I overextend it? Do I get even more agitated? So it's a matter of establishing a routine that is nourishing, something that is really in relation, number one, to you breathing, because nerve, mind, and breath are kind of the same. They are very intimate related. So practice your belly breath, practice your humming, practice your walk in nature, practice just be quiet in meditation without the raja that, so I need to solve something, or in my meditation I learned this and this is my issue. No, you're using meditation to kind of control yourself. But no, in here you're using meditation to be in a state of emptiness where you are in the now, when you are in the here, and when you are realizing that everything is perfect, that you are okay, and that you have the trust in your body that it can handle it. And that you need to back it up with some kind of action, because the recycling of the energy of any energy, the Christ energy in this time we're talking about, it comes into your system, and in the system it kind of stimulates your heart, and it stimulate your mission, and it stimulate what you're here for, and it stimulate the best location that is lovable, that is loving, that is satisfactory for you. And then immediately that descend into the heart, and from the heart you want to offer. You want to offer. And the selection of the delivering of that, it creates a cycle of renovation, a cycle where the Christ energy don't get jammed in your system, but it actually gets displayed and it gets dispersed in all your realms of action. So without the action, your nerves will never come, because you always will be in your head thinking that what is the best procedure, when I should do it, not now but here, all the prerequisites of your insecurities and so on. It will pile up and it will make it even more unstable. So it is important that with this awareness you really start to put together the type of transitions that we are all in, and the type of care that we need in order to sustain it. Now, from the nerves, it connects to the heart, and from the heart also, because the seed of the source is in your heart. The seed of Christ is in the heart. And from the heart is where you're going to offer. And from the heart is what you're going to receive. And this is a tough one for you, because we are so trained that in order to be good, we need to offer, to give ourselves, to give the best, and we mother the other, and we control the other, and we make advice to the other, and we offer the best of our heart outside, but we are not really receiving the information and the love for each other and for ourselves. We need to train yourself to receive the love for you. You have to remove the veils of guilt and allow what is there, the energy of love, that you can breathe it in and exhale it into the physical body. And in that way, you are calling your highest source, you're calling to be in alignment with the shift. You are calling to be calm. You're calling to that, okay, I'm here and I am recycling this energy from the above and put it into action, which infuse the earth and infuse everything that is around you. Naturally, that come back to you with a smile of other, with the synchronicities of others, with something that you have not expected before. The source plays its mysteries through the feedback of your own action. So we are in a gorgeous, gorgeous moments for humanity, because it means we are have the chance to perceive our transitions with the best that we have, and is experience and is the information out there. You are not lacking information, you are lacking commitment and clarity. So put yourself into a good sadhana, a good daily practice, surround yourself with the right people, and see that the challenges you are having now are the ones that you are designing for you, because you are able to handle it, because you need it, and because they are a prerequisite for you to expand into your own source. Thank you so much for sitting with me, and I will see you in our next class. Namaste.